Says Blue Bayou. I'm going to put that in today, give it a good 24 hours, let it mix up, and we'll come back and we'll see what the color is. Yeehaw! Hello, this is Randy from Harmon Outdoors. I want to show you my two ponds. This pond over here is deep. That pond's about 45 feet deep. I have a lot of largemouth bass. There's some rainbow trout. All your feeder fish are in that one. In the pond over to my right is a pond that I had finished last year. And there's about 150 channel catfish in that pond. Also, all your feeder fish are in that one. If you look at the clarity on the pond to my left, that pond always stays almost like a greenish color. Probably mainly because it's an older pond. It doesn't have barely any runoff. We've had a lot of rain. So I love the color of that pond. And this one, just a little bit of a dingiest color. So I went to Tractor Supply and bought a jug of this. It says Blue Bayou. I'm going to put that in today, give it a good 24 hours, let it mix up, and we'll come back and we'll see what the color is. So I'm going to drive down now. I'll set up the camera as I put this blue dye in. All right, I'm down by the main pond right now. Let me see if I could zoom on this one nice largemouth bass. Yeah, he's a pretty good size. He's probably in the good 4-pound range. Then I have a bunch of bluegills, but I don't know if you could see them too well. All right, let me set up the camera and I'll put the dye in. So my second pond, this was a fun project that I did last year. And I had a fella help me for about 2 days with his excavator. There's a lot of clay that's in the bottom of this pond. This pond's about 20 feet deep, but it's probably 4 or 5 feet deep on the sides. Both ponds are fed by underground springs. So in the worst drought that we've ever had here, this pond itself was just a little bit low, and the bigger pond never missed a drop. Right now, besides this one having its own springs, I do have a pipe that comes across from the big pond into the little one, but the water cannot go backwards. It can only go one direction. And then over here is where I have the water going out, and it goes out to a creek. So I'm gonna right now go over to where this pipe is and put in this blue dye, and I'll probably put it up along the side a little bit. We'll see what happens. So for this pond, it said that I should have 1 gallon or maybe a little bit less than a gallon of the blue dye. So I used all of it. So I was only supposed to use about a little over 3/4. So let's see what happens. We'll give it about a day, let it all mix up. I think we might get a little shower this evening and it may stir it up a little bit more. But we'll come back tomorrow and hopefully I'll let you see a nice blue pond. Again, I used Blue Bayou. I think it was $44 at Tractor Supply. So very good. It's a nice warm day today, but I'll get back to you tomorrow. Hello everyone. Well, I'm back. So I went ahead and put that blue dye in the pond yesterday evening, and this is what it looks like. My wife had to, she made me laugh this morning. She didn't know I was going to do it. And again, here is a pond that has the normal color. And she said, all of a sudden, when I went around the corner, she said she thought she was in Walt Disney World and a hippo, mechanical hippo, was going to come out of the pond. So let me know down below what you think about it. Is the blue too much? Again, I went ahead and put 4 quarts in that size pond. It required only 3, but I figured why keep 1 quart for really no reason. But it did really clear up the water. The water's very nice and blue. Again, this dye does not hurt any of the fish, doesn't hurt any of the vegetation whatsoever around the pond. And again, the pond over to my left, this one has some monster bass in it, which I'll do a couple videos pretty soon fishing in that pond. And then the pond to my right, the blue one, that has a lot of catfish, a lot of channel cats in that pond. So we're going to do a lot of catch, clean, and cook this fall when they get a little bit bigger. I think right now they're about 9-10 inches long, which is a pretty good size. I want them to get up to about a foot, maybe about 14 inches, and that'll be perfect. But again, if you would, please go down, subscribe. So I have a bunch of videos that'll be coming out. And let me know what you think, whether I should have a blue pond or the normal color to the pond to my left. But I hope everyone has a great day, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.